6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay!
Sponsored by Sesame Street. We teach people their numbers.
No, get the fuck out of here.
And numero es 10. Yay! Live in 24 hours. No way. It said today. It said today.
Are you, Zezzy?
YouTube is fucking everything up. I swear.
They don't want us to play Danima.
It's spring, you know.
They don't want us to play what?
Dan.
I blame allergies.
Dinde.
You gotta play a Dinde.
You tell us why must you do this to us?
You get to be sneaky about it. So I wish I could play one of those characters for a long enough time to not be hydrated.
Shadowrun.
I have no idea.
Oh god.
Live in 72 hours. You're messing with me. You're already live.
Are we actually live right now?
Yes.
Eddie, we won't fall to your lies.
It's YouTube. YouTube's fucked up, because why else would they give me -1 day of streaming time?
I hate you, Shinja. You're Puerto Rican.
Yeah. They're going.
They don't make us Hispanics, man.
Maybe it's because we're racist.
Racism, that's all it is.
Maybe it's because no video? Is no one getting video?
Hang on. I'm seeing video.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I get video for a decent amount of time. Oh, I think it's the old one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the old one. Here's the new one.
Sounds fine to me.
I'm live.
You do it because it's racist. We were saying cutting it out.
It's fine for me.
It's hilarious.
Well, whatever.
I don't know.
I don't know anymore. I give up.
I blame California and blowing brownouts.
Maybe if I ignore it enough, YouTube will just.
This is a healthy lesson to teach people, Shinja.
Yeah.
If you have problems that you can't solve immediately, ignore them. They'll take care of themselves eventually.
And that's why I'm divorced.
Hey!
What do you mean?
Hugs.
Oh no!
It's okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
No, only I can hug him.
What happened to your arms?
I was hugging Dan off
I know. I give up. Z. It's just gonna stay like that until YouTube.
Until YouTube unworks.
What? It is.
The archive will be fine.
We hope.
We're gonna have 20 different,
We'll stick it
videos
together.
popping up, but
You know,
We'll get an email about it later.
can we try making this a Skype via call? That'd be the only way to make it worse.
Using a service that no one uses.
No, not anymore.
You can use Discord, right?
I still use Skype.
Use Discord. It's got a video streamer.
So anyway, what are we all doing here?
Shadowrun.
yay! Running through shadows.
Oh right, yeah, we were gonna do that, weren't we?
In a place where it's at all day.
I thought tonight was
Here,
karaoke.
let me roll perception.
I thought we were just sitting around shooting the shit for the second chat.
We could.
I mean, we could.
I mean, if they don't want us to play Shadowrun, that's totally up to them.
What is perception? Like perception plus what?
Your humidifier
Plus intuition.
It should be plus intuition.
All right.
plus your low light vision plus your glow in the dark vision. Oh man.
That's
That's terrible. That
Oh,
was
that's great. 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's Knucks.
4 hits.
4 out of that.
4 out
My
of
God.
4 out of 12. 1/3. You know, 33%.
I got 3 hits.
Oh, come on. Yeah, no, I know archives don't wait for it.
The arc of that. Well, it's probably because it's still processing.
Could be.
Wait, what? Huh?
Because it's still processing.
Sometimes it takes a day.
I also hit stuff and start streaming multiple times, so.
That's
That would do it.
What did you do it for?
And I changed bit rates a lot of times in between.
No, that's right. This is all your fault.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things that I did in the first stream that would make it bad.
Your TV.
We're just gonna blame you for everything because it feels good.
Yeah.
I blame you.
Hey, you know, you
all
gotta
me.
blame somebody
Everything?
because usually it's
He hates us
the audio guy if it's
Yeah.
Well, he's also the
Those
audio
freaking
guy.
audio guys.
I give up. It's just however this
Wait,
comes out,
who's the video guy?
came out. I'm
the
everything.
camera guy.
Oh. I mean, if we were doing a live event, I would be the
Yeah,
audio
it's
guy,
exciting.
but
Well, technically,
It is live.
We could put this over your tape.
Oh.
Yeah. You want the soundboard. You guys
Good.
shit.
I could probably
This
make
is what
everybody's
happens when
voices
players
sound
love
really good.
You know.
When were we ever on script?
I don't know.
Yeah, guys,
My script is super basic.
I blame the DM.
See, the great thing about Shadowrun compared to D&D is, like, in D&D, you sit down and you plot out a dungeon, and you have the MacGuffin in the dungeon someplace, and you're like, go to that dungeon and do the thing.
Right.
And, you know, you can do that. You can play a game that way. Shadowrun, all I have to do is come up with a, hey, do this thing.
Go
I don't
kill
know where
this
it
guy.
is, I don't know where the guy is, but go do the thing.
Well, I mean,
And then I can kind of build it out as you guys are going through it, so it's kind of fun that way.
speaking of script, I'm on page 7 for the stream.
Okay, I was on page 12.
Hey,
Yeah. You gotta
wait, are you guys past the racist
Oh.
part?
Yeah. God, we already passed the racist part.
Yeah, you're on Crazy Pete's pages.
Damn!
I gotta get my pick.
Oh, Joey's going for a script. Sorry, guys.
Make sure you let us know when you're ready.
This is what does that cue card say? This is not written or rehearsed. It is all live,
You're not supposed to read that.
and
So now we're gonna talk about
checks later.
gun
Okay,
control
well,
in America.
Everyone, say goodbye to our DM. Adios.
Hey, look, we're monetized again.
Wow, you look really good, actually.
Wow.
Oh, now he's back.
You know, purple slate. It does about the same amount of work. So are we actually playing?
Yeah.
All right. Character introductions. Should just start.
My character. My character name is Stein.
That's your street name,
That's
obviously.
my street name. He's a weeaboo, like the very definition of a weeaboo.
You're basically playing yourself.
a very, very exaggerated version of
Kill
it.
an
He is the
alien.
very
Not
model
quite
of
so
a modern digital
exaggerated.
weeaboo.
This one actually has a physical addiction to anime.
This one can actually use a sword.
And, ouch. This one owns a sword too. But yeah, that's all you know. He's a weeaboo. He uses a sword and he wishes he was in anime and Japanese. Take it away.
Yo, hello, I'm Joy the Ghost.
That was somewhere between hello and aloha.
Hello, hi.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Means family.
And family means no one gets left behind.
Speaking of no one, my street name is Nobody. Because,
He wants to be able to say nobody hit you.
yeah, exactly. It's also my Halo name, in case you guys want to look that up.
Wow, how old is that?
Oh boy.
What's Halo?
Yeah.
For old people.
I forget what class I'm
You mean you don't
if
play
I'm in
Destiny?
class, and I'm a human that looks like an elf. Kind. Yeah, exactly. Good
Loser.
enough.
You thought, weeaboo was bad.
Yeah.
People are okay with weeaboo. Nobody likes an elf.
No. Except us.
No.
And everybody who's not me.
Yeah.
Looks good.
This is D&D, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. My name's Wolfkin. I play Elros, the Eldritch Knight Fighter.
That's the wrong game!
Oh, right.
Right.
Who's your D&D character?
Should,
D&D.
you gotta fire the PA. He's got the cue cards mixed up again.
Yeah, I read whatever's given to me.
I think it's a new intern.
Oh,
He's,
right.
he's giving him the that stuff.
Yeah.
So
We'll sort it out later.
I
We'll fix it
play
post.
I play Knucks, the orc street samurai. Basically, it's kind of an old soul who hates technology and
And the feeling is mutual.
what all the cool kids are using these days, and is a boxer of sorts.
Yes. Former boxer.
That's the name Knucks.
Knucks.
Short for Knuckles.
Yes.
I'm his sidekick,
Knuckles.
Sonic.
Chill.
Does that mean Dr.
Robotnik.
Dr. Robotnik?
Mr. Egg.
Yeah.
Either one.
You know,
Eggman.
Eggman. Yeah.
Eggman. That's what
I
I'd be
keep
Metal
getting a
Sonic.
70s song in there. I was
Metal
like, wait,
Sonic,
that can't be right. I didn't play much Sonic as a kid.
Huh.
That's his character name.
You mortals cannot utter it in your tongue. Hi. What am I doing? Okay. I'm Tortuga, and I play Martin. He's a dwarf from Mexico. Was a hacker.
Yeah.
Why's he gotta be tiny?
He's gotta be a hacker.
He's a dwarf.
Because I'm fucking tiny, man.
Have you seen his hands?
No, man, my hands are like huge. They're like bigger than your face. But my body is tiny.
Compared to my hands.
You these darter chain me to the wall.
I double feast the kate.
I actually like kate.
I've actually never had that. I've had Dos Equis, which I like.
I like it better than Dos Equis.
Really? Interesting. I never would have known. I'm Chris Domini, I'm the DM. I play pretty much everybody else, particularly Sidney Bellamy, also known as Crusher, the troll magician.
Yeah, for those who don't know, he's actually an NPC in the game as well.
Yeah, I
NPC
broke
in the
my,
party.
I have all of the NPCs. I broke my own rule for this game because it was a short one-off, and you guys didn't really have a full magic user, which can get pretty hairy pretty quick in Shadowrun, and so I actually made myself a player character to be with you guys. The only reason I felt good about it was because you guys had your option to pat him around or tell him to jog on. So
And I did tell him to do it. So.
yeah, he was over there egging me on like, dude, do it!
I'm like, it's a one shot. Who really cares?
Yeah, so
If you start giving yourself all the loot, I'll just walk over there and
Stab him.
break your laptop or something.
I'm gonna go.
I'll shank you on screen.
Facilities.
he's gonna go use the little orcs room.
Yep.
Go use the little box.
Jay, welcome to the stream. We've had a lot of technical difficulties. We're just starting.
And Nina has a pun, and I'm simply entranced.
I don't see it here yet.
Yo, where's your pun? We need it.
YouTube, come on, show me. In light of all this useless stuff, I have a pun. And now we have
Now
to
we
wait
all
in
sit
suspense.
God! What's the pun?
I'm on pins and needles.
What's in the pun?
What's in the pun?
What's in the pun?
Who is pun?
Mr. Pun. What a son
Pun
punch.
is the loneliest number.
Jenkins.
It's stupid YouTube, Leroy. Fine, your Apple TV is fine. What the heck?
Is it an apple?
This one went my own way.
Yeah, that's a classic.
I think it's probably YouTube. They probably did like an update on
Probably.
devices and it's just failing hardcore.
Probably, because that's usually the way things
The
work.
Earth shooting the Lion King, or the Lion shooting for the Lion King is away. I think that was
My heart says yes, and the vocal reach says no.
I'm sorry if that killed anybody's
It's
ears.
the Coke. It really is restrained.
You haven't even started drinking it.
How do you know I haven't drank it already?
Coke
But,
voice, he does.
I mean, well, you're a ghost. So.
I mean, Shinja's had a monster, so his voice is gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I
I really needed this tonight. I barely slept.
That makes me
Like-
miss the good old days
Work the double stick.
when I was in my 20s.
And I did things without
It's when you
consequences.
lose half your drink going. Crap.
I've never spilled doing shotguns. So you know.
Well, because you start with it level and go down, right? Yeah.
I'm very shotgunned.
It's okay.
It's
Don't do it.
I totally get what you mean, Jay. And yes, that's
not
exactly
a
what
waste of a
it sounds
beer
you don't taste it.
if it's a cheap beer.
Well, okay.
And your goal is to get drunk.
Oh, okay. I'll give
Which
you that.
is a bad goal
a bad goal.
for everybody that don't drink.
Don't and drive.
Don't get drunk.
Don't get
Drinking's
drunk.
okay. I drink all the
Have
time.
a cup of beer.
Yeah.
You deserve it.
Or 2 or 3.
What?
Just don't get
What?
drunk.
If you're graduating
Are you saying
today,
thinking over a beer? Like,
No, we said have a beer. You deserve it.
but we're saying don't drink and drive.
We're saying don't drink and drive. Because,
Well, I haven't.
responsibility.
Oh, I remember running with a Discman.
Responsibility. Pass on.
It was dangerous.
The cancel for our
Make someone
life.
else responsible for your decisions.
That's
Z,
what it doesn't
you're a
describe us.
genius. I love the idea.
It is a bad idea.
That's a very. Oh god.
Depends
no,
on what we're
that is a very short trip to blood poisoning.
Take a shot.
Take a shot for every one that's rolled on your 6s.
Okay, so like I say, I'm gonna roll 18
Well,
dice.
that's 3
So,
shots.
Line up 18
With my
dice, and then just throw it
Oh
on.
no.
See, that would be a real drinking game. Is take a shot every time you keep throwing dice on the floor.
Yeah.
So, Stinky Pete would be first.
That's 2 shots.
Oh, I actually did not roll a 1, and I just rolled 15 d6s. Anyway, so we probably get this game started.
Yes.
Hey, so last week you guys are a disparate group of nobodies brought together under an orc fixer by the name of Trench, who reached out to you guys, all of you kind of floating, and some of you on the wrong side of the law, some of you just loners. and informed you that he is looking to recruit some new Shadowrunners.
You can say Trench is entrenched in the underworld.
You could say that, yes. Congratulations, you figured out where I got the name from. Anyway.
Yes!
One experience.
Bonus karma.
You guys were informed by him that he is trying to recruit a new team, in essence, to pay the world back for taking away his previous team. And he informed you that the first job that he wants you to take on is eliminating a certain individual who goes by the name of Cray Ivan, who has been distributing some new synthetic drugs that no one can seem to get their hands on or stop or control.
Totally not crazy.
Totally
not crazy.
He's actually the
Totally
most sane
not
person in
crazy.
this town. Anyway.
Or stinky people. Welcome back, Wally. Hi, Dong. Hey, Wally.
Words you never thought you would say in your life.
Yeah,
I know.
It's regular.
It stands for Do Online Now, guys.
Right.
Trench
But
also
then-
introduced you
That's
guys.
why
With
we're
the ring.
alive.
Trench
That's a
also
law.
introduced you guys to a train-jumping hobo magician troll by the name of Crusher that you guys decided to keep along with you. A little bit of investigating, and you guys discovered that there was a guy who had been frequenting a bar known as the Black Hole, who had gotten his hands on some new product that he tried, and then disappeared. You guys went to investigate his apartment, and you busted in the door and found a very surprised man in a suit, and proceeded to brutally murder him.
He was gonna pull his weapon, maybe.
Look, he didn't know. Like, Stein didn't know that the blade was that sharp. It's
You
a
know?
shitty blade.
It's a shitty katana, and
He
thought it
didn't
was-
realize you could bludgeon someone to death with a katana.
it's shitty. It's not dull. There's a difference. And that was about where we left things. Although you guys did make your way out. Before you guys left, however, Crusher walked over to the body and dug through one of the pockets and pulled out a comlink and turns to Martine. Are you dead ahead? You might want to take a look at that. And he chucks you what is a device ring 5 comlink.
Oh.
By the way, you might want to make sure you try and cover your tracks.
Okay.
And with that, you guys separate and went your separate ways to try and avoid the cops, because you did brutally murder somebody, and God only knows what happened.
We brutally murdered somebody, that's what happened.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened. As you guys were all in your various homes, or wherever it is you happen to call home at the moment, towards the end of the night, down around 10 o'clock, you guys all had a message pushed to your comlinks that in video, and as you guys pull up the video, you see static that then cuts to a television broadcast of the local news channel, and there is a rather dapper-looking gentleman that begins the broadcast. CEOs of Knights Errant and Lone Star signed an historic cooperation agreement in trying to locate the still-at-large criminal known only as Snow Leopard, the hacker wanted in connection with data breach at the UACS security headquarters in November.
Erase that as a contact.
In other local news, trouble in the suburbs as Knights Errant is investigating the grisly murder of a Russian national in Tacoma tonight. Kolya Fyodorov, a member of the Russian diplomatic service, was found hacked to death in an apartment on the top floor of Sunset View tenement complex. Authorities were alerted when Mr. Fyodorov's dockwagon implant called for an ambulance, and EMTs arrived to find him dead. Knights Errant has summoned an astral investigator from Seattle, as none of the DNA fingerprints found at the scene matched any recognized sins in the federal database. While normal procedure would involve consulting recorded footage from Mr. Fyodorov's smart gun or the apartment complex security cameras, detectives have told Channel 5 that the security camera had no footage of any kind over the last month. The camera was shorted out, and Mr. Fyodorov apparently didn't have time to draw his weapon. Authorities are offering 1,500 nuyen to any witness who presents evidence leading to an arrest in this case. The Tacoma Housing Authority has yet to respond to our request for comment on the broken security cameras, but would like to encourage residents to report all outages to the relevant agency. And it trails off. I don't mind the extracurriculars, but be careful who you piss off. Russian National Diplomatic Service. Yeah, he's in the mob. Fortunately, sources indicate that he's not anyone of particular value, and the mob's only going to get worried when it's someone a little bit higher up the chain. That said, I hope you're finding something worthwhile. Messages.
I got on the group chat,
So who has the ID card again?
and I put emojis like,
card.
Yeah, you guys pull an ID card off the body.
Yeah, I'll reply. I still have it.
Do you have a contact we could get that to like decipher it or like actually get more information out of it? I mean, we know who the guy's name is now.
I do, but will not be my contact for long. Look at things. I'll see what I can do.
What was about a snow leopard person?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Nobody has left the chat.
See? It's awesome. Nobody left.
Knucks pulls out his comm link. Oh, this shit again. You see, like, beep, 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 beep.
Enter. Are there even keyboard on these? Who knows?
This isn't worth chatting in anymore. I go back to watching some anime.
This is broken.
This is the future, guys. We can talk to each other via voice.
Yeah, but it's all about the emojis. You can talk voice.
You get a message from Crusher. Anybody find anything interesting from their contacts?
I'm about to check.
Did you send that message?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to contact my best informant I have, which would be Snow Leopard.
Okay.
If I know how to get in contact with her in person.
You do have a method of contact. What is your connection to them?
My connection is 5.
Okay, and what is your charisma?
6.
Wow, you're one slimy bastard. That's 11 dice.
Yay.
Right. You push a message through the back channel that you know to use, and you get a reply that says, "What's up? Keeping a low profile."
I send back where it's like me and the team are looking for someone. We found someone else instead. Yeah.
Who?
That's what I want to know. How can I send you this?
What do you have?
Take a screenshot.
Let me use the handy digital camera in the back of my conflict.
NFC codes, like they gotta have something.
I got his ID. Do you want it physically or?
I wonder if they
How secure do you want to be on this channel?
How physical should we get?
Okay. This is where I get to put to use my brand new knowledge of how the hacking rules actually work.
So otherwise, I can just scan it with my eyeball.
Would there be any hacking involved? I mean, it's just like, he's voluntary.
This is Snow Leopard hacking probably one of you guys.
Let me see.
It's Shadowrun hacking for the sake of hacking.
You have a device rating. Okay, so go ahead and roll me 4 dice.
Call me in. One good roll tonight.
Well, it's 1 plus your willpower, so however many d6s are
3 6s. 1 plus my willpower. Willpower. Oh, my willpower is 3. Oh, you said 1 plus my willpower?
Yeah, which is 4 dice?
4 dice. Yeah.
Okay, 3 successes? Alright. You watch as the screen on your comm link flickers briefly. And, is then going to roll that. Line should be secure. Send photo.
I scan it with my eye image.
Okay, and then you transmit that to your comm link, and then. Okay, that image goes through, and you get a message back. This is a nobody. Question mark.
Well, does the name Crazy Ivan mean anything to you?
You get a message that says, wait one. And... Perception... Search, so computer goes... Oh god. That's gonna be pretty much all of that.
Love that dice.
Yeah. Lots of these 6s getting right here.
All
Not good. Yeah, you get a note back saying deep cover, definitely alias, operating out of Tacoma.
Out of Tacoma. Great. Where are we?
You guys are in Tacoma.
Okay, so
Any spots you like to frequent?
Near as can be told, has base in East Side, Monopoly Row.
Monopoly Row.
You get another message. Strangely, same neighborhood as the murder tonight. Of the guy whose ID you just sent. Are you in trouble?
You didn't happen to live in an apartment building.
Who?
Crazy Eye.
No idea.
Thank you very much.
Totally avoided answering her question. You in trouble? So how are you doing today?
So, good weather.
My day's been great.
You guys get a note back from Crusher. Just talked to my black market guy. Out here, response times for police are slow.
What? I'll end my my session with Snow Leopard.
Okay.
And I'll pop in on comms to you guys.
Nobody has joined the party.
Nobody has joined the chat.
Some preppy enemy music in the background.
Mute. Just a little. Just a little muted symbol.
Yeah.
This is the future. You can put a noise kit on it.
Also,
You could.
my informant says we just killed a nobody.
We didn't kill anyone.
You get a note back from Crusher. Ha 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 ha.
Relative years.
Did we get nothing out of that? Like, what was the whole point of last night then?
Well, if anything, I know that we're on.
are we all together? Or are we still?
We're
No, you guys are having like a group chat at this point.
Yeah.
Like a voice
Like
chat.
I'm in my hideout. He's somewhere with a pillow, and you know, just wrong place.
You're seeing messages fly by.
Right. This again, I can't. I'm not sure I can read this. What about the response time for fleas is slow? What?
YouTube isn't working. World has ended. I'm actually.
Dragons.
Stein's particularly very triggered. I can't watch the latest Cootie Cocoon, damn it!
See a circle of death just rotating.
But it's in 3D and you feel like you could just touch it.
I knew I should have gone for the 6G.
That's it. 6G.
In 2080, come on.
No, we haven't made much progress after 5G.
Nux is so annoyed that nobody's just talking to him face to face right now.
I'm at least in voice chat. But my informant tells me that we were at least on the right track. He frequents the street we're on. Fortune Street. Monopoly Street. Monopoly Road. How's that place?
Hey man, my theory here is that
That shithole was called Monopoly Row.
Amazingly enough.
At least humans still have a sense of irony.
Is Boardwalk on there?
I think we're on.
There's nothing but
done. Okay, so here's my theory. I think that guy broke in to like the house of the dude we're looking for, and the guy we're looking for hasn't been there in a while, so
You think they're looking for him too?
probably.
But where could he have gone? He left no clues.
He was looking for something in there.
Probably that comlink you took from the floorboards.
Oh yeah, what's that comlink?
I'm about to check that out, man.
My bro's got this.
I haven't had a moment's rest, okay? I live a really far away from where we work. It's a long walk and I ain't got no car.
Did one of your cousins, one of your primos, give you a ride?
Hey man, you leave my family out of this. So yeah, I need to take a look at this.
Okay, so I'm
like-
assuming you're going to just use the direct connection to.
Yes.
So you plug your deck into the comlink.
Jack in.
Just out of curiosity, what what order do you have your array in?
I'm setting that up right now.
Gotcha. We're figuring out how hacking works.
On the fly.
Oh yeah.
On the wings of a fly.
So I have
On the
4,
tip,
3, 3, 1, right?
You are
Doesn't it
using
usually
Micro deck.
I don't even know
Oh,
what
oh,
I'm doing.
doesn't it usually involve like an axe or something?
It says attribute array 4, 3, 3, 1.
4331. Yeah.
So
What program are you running to?
I don't know yet.
Audacity.
So for now,
Chrome in incognito.
That wouldn't help.
Well, back up 2018.
We're using old school tricks here. Trustworthy.
so 4 sleaze,
Old tricks with the
3
with the
attack,
nuclear-
3 firewall, and 1 data processing for the moment.
Okay.
Using 2% of my CPU.
So
15
you
parts
go ahead and
engines.
plug your deck into the comlink, and I need you to go ahead and roll me electronic warfare plus intuition.
Take down.
Come on. Got me. Give me some love. Oh, that's 2.
That's 2.
Like
Okay.
D6s and more.
Okay. You start
You think
flicking
you would
through
more-
the settings, and your fingers are flying through the keyboard the way that you know how, and for some reason it's just not quite clicking. So I'm going to have you remove 1 die and roll it again as 15 minutes has gone by.
Give it that one.
This is an extended test, so
Yeah,
This
I'm
is
just
only a-
pacing around nervous.
Yes.
Both
Aw.
confused, nervous,
Are you
frustrated.
fucking kidding me? That's a 1.
okay.
Roll one at a time.
So,
It helps me.
move a die. Another 15 minutes goes by. You
That
are
takes
really
me off.
I'm not used to this taking this long on a basic comm link.
You
I
did-
text any updates
By
on that?
the way, this is the one that you took from the floorboard, yeah?
See,
Okay, cool.
Has anyone heard some sort of
it's Richter.
I'll take
Martine,
Rick's
hurry
having
up
some
on the
difficulty
comm
with that
link.
comm link.
Oh,
kind of
3?
Okay, so that's a total of 6 successes. After 45 minutes of struggling, you managed to finally crack the firewall on his
What the
comm
fuck,
link.
man? This is bullshit.
It's programmed in Korean, no wonder!
turns
So-
sideways.
He's
I thought it was a
Russian.
Japanese phone.
So, you now have control of the comm link, and you can see all the data files that have been stored on there. There's a hefty amount of porn. There is a...
Diddy.
accidentally push one to, Stein. He's
Wait,
in the
wait.
middle of watching anime and suddenly...
Hentai.
Boing!
Oh god! Ah, not the 3D images!
No, it's hentai.
Wait, what?
Oh no, oh god!
But I kinda... No!
Don't ruin me! Umaru shot for me! No!
You shouldn't be doing that in Inuyasha!
Don't do the dragon lowly!
Well, it's been a
Right.
while.
So you scroll through the files, and you do find a contact list, including a whole bunch of numbers that have just a single letter, and then a whole bunch of strike through where the other letters would be. So there's a lengthy list of contacts there. You're not quite sure who is who or what they're there for, but you do have the entire contact list. And then you start seeing various files that have been saved and whatnot. There is one that is marked as a journal, but it is currently locked. So, if you wish to crack that file, roll hacking plus logic,
Okay.
and the limit is your attack on your deck.
Let me look at my programs too, real quick.
Yep.
Shin, what are you doing while he's busy cracking this?
I mean, I don't have anything to go off of, do I? Like,
Oh, do you? Well, episode 4 of whatever just started. I mean...
It's just, I mean, I got my anime, like, I'm waiting for Martine to figure some stuff out.
The longer he takes, the more I get.
It's,
people want to know.
I'm worried about my sword.
You're worried about it.
Do I, like, can it be tracked in this world? Like,
The blood will come off.
You could ask somebody.
You could ask the sword.
You could ask Trench, because you do have his contact info.
that's true. Yeah, I'm a message trench. So, you know that guy that got sliced in half the other day?
What, you mean that guy that you guys bumped off?
earlier today.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
So, is it possible to track, like, sword cuts and stuff? Like, do I have to take any precautionary measures to, like, not get traced?
The fuck?
Like, I got a lot of blood on this. Like, should I be worried that, like, it can be traced back to me somehow?
Clean it off, you idiot.
Jump like that.
I guess I'll do a quick Google search on how to
Google.
like
Okay.
clean blood off.
What are you googling?
How to get rid of blood. on
CIA pops up on
weapons.
your screen. What are you
Okay.
doing?
So.
In incognito mode. Incognito.
All right.
Computer.
Computer plus intuition.
Plus advantage?
This is going to be limited by your mental. If you do not have any computer skill at all, it's
I do.
Okay. So computer plus intuition.
You know,
was his bane.
Yeah, I need a bit of knowledge on computers and whatnot to like actually get my fix.
Not get tracked.
One hit. I almost glitched.
Okay. How many dice did you roll?
7.
How many ones?
3.
Whoa. Okay. You hit the Google of the day, whatever it's called. I don't
Goggle.
know. Yeah, goggle.
Bing.
with 3 G's because why not?
Giggle?
And you find some really like, wow, the portals got really weird. And then there are a couple of things that are like house cleaning tips. So like, how to wash an accidental blood stain out of like a white shirt.
Wiki how.
Yeah, no, it is basically wiki how.
Pictures and
It-
everything.
yeah, it-
Illustrations.
This shirt got a stain on it from when I had a nosebleed last October, and this is how you clean it out.
And you see like a whole list of the ingredients that you're supposed to get, and like, okay, seems basic enough,
The idea that BuzzFeed has a resurgence. That's
Cool.
what it would be.
By the way,
Yeah.
as I'm doing this, I'm like, oh, I haven't been in 9chan in a long time. So, like, maybe someone in 9chan can help me out. So I go to 9chan and
Yes.
go to a forum
Dual privacy mode.
asking like, has anyone heard about this crazy guy named Crazy Ian or Ian?
Crazy Ian?
Or is that his name?
No.
Ivan.
Yes.
Iverson.
I call it even
Crazy, Crazy Ivan.
Crazy old Iberian.
And like, has anyone noticed like a surge of like Russian people like around here and like Japanese people? So I just post that in.
It's a normal post, by the way. Anyone got that opium stuff?
Okay. After about 3 minutes, there's about 15 responses on the post, all of them accusing you of being xenophobic, except for the one guy who's like, in Soviet Russia, the flood finds you.
The Fed finds you?
The flood
Oh,
finds
the
you.
flood.
You're being traced.
Unplug.
What are you unplugging from
No,
what?
I know. I'm confused.
The digital world, man. You can't unplug.
This is not working. I go to the anime forum and I'm like, so who's seen the new Fruity Free Panic?
Okay. Okay.
Wow.
There is just a flood of responses.
Yes.
And they are all raving about the latest episode, except for about a quarter of them. They're like, man, it sucked. I was disappointed. The dub was totally wrong.
So I let them know why they're wrong about everything but the dub. I agree with them on the dub, but I tell them like, you don't understand where the voice actors are coming from, and there was so much emotion. Even though the lip sync isn't great, you can tell that
What
they
your
poured
perception
everything.
test at -2?
Perception.
Perception at -2.
What's my perception?
Perception plus intuition -2.
It's still pretty. Plus intuition. Is that right?
Yeah, intuition plus perception -2.
It is
Just gives the trailer.
just a one hit.
1. Okay.
That's the second time.
As you're busy typing this, you see a response go by about best time I ever had in my life, and you keep typing.
Oh, no, okay, so I didn't see anything there.
Man,
You
that was
saw
good.
best time I had in my life. That you saw that.
Yeah,
You saw
but
that on a comment that goes plain past.
yeah, so like the enemy, right? That's what they're talking about. I scroll back to look at what he was talking about.
Okay, you scroll back up.
Takes a while.
Yeah, it takes a while because the responses are coming thick and fast.
Yeah, I didn't expect that we're gonna like you know brave someone's mind.
Thank you.
I like the girls.
It was exactly for that reaction that I said that. Anyway, no, as you scroll back, you find like several comments frothing over the episode and how, oh, it's a masterpiece, it's wonderful, oh, my life will never be the same. And there's one person with an avatar that is just a plain white box with a red X going through it because apparently the picture was banned. And it says,
Nanchan.
I know, and how bad it has to be. And
It's just penis.
it's
A really
it has
weird
syphilis.
looking
Anyway, but the comment says, watched it last night, found some great stuff to go with it, best time of my life.
I try to reply directly to him. What kind of stuff are you talking about here?
Smiley face.
Yeah, wiki smiley face.
Okay, roll me persuasion. Actually, you know what? Let's make this con. So it's going to be acting plus charisma.
Can I do that?
And because it's only in text, I'm going to have you do it at -1.
Acting plus charisma.
-1.
One hit.
Okay.
Stop rolling those dice.
Maybe I should roll my dice.
You get a response back saying, "What, you a cop?"
No. Like, and even if it was, why would I say I was a cop? But anyway, but seriously, what you got?
You sure you're not a cop?
What can I do to prove I'm not a cop?
Are you a cop?
No, I'm not a cop.
Are you sure you're not a cop?
Not sure anymore.
How many shows have you watched in the last year?
Give me a second.
You pulled up your
I pulled my history.
Which is my enemy.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I just give him a link to my list.
Like, whoa.
Oh, you fake, bro.
Yeah, you're not a cop. Okay, so I found this stuff, and I mean, you know, normal like the soda and the code chip knockoff stuff. It's all soy, but who gives a shit? But got this stuff
Right?
that you take it right before you wash it, and it's not just like you're in it; it's like you're living it.
So is it like some sort of VR stuff? Like what are we even talking about anymore? I guess like technology?
It's a pill.
It's the red pill.
How effective is it? Question mark.
And so this is an amethyst. I remember when we used to do that. Like we had anime night for
Like
a while.
here? Yeah, we
for
had
a
it for a while, yeah.
briefly.
As soon as One Punch Man season 2.
Yeah. And then there was that episode with nipple getting shoved up,
Yeah.
and then we're like, okay.
Oh yeah, the crazy fucking one that I brought in. That no one
I still want to fish it.
I still want to. All the things we have to start it again.
Yeah.
I've forgotten everything that happened. Anyway,
Oh.
yeah, it's a pill, and it messes with your brain.
How good was the anime experience? Was it? Like, could you feel like a my chance, like
Yes.
presence?
You just get to could you feel all caps.
Yes. Or can I get some?
I don't know the guy I bought it from. I haven't found it yet.
God damn it. Can you point me in the right direction, at least? Like, start looking?
Some dreckhead in Monopoly Row.
God damn. Do you at least know his name?
No.
Do you remember when was the last time you saw him?
About 4 days ago.
Where?
Near the black hole in Monopoly Row.
Okay, right, cool. Write that down.
That's the bar we went to, right?
Oh, that's stupid. What does this guy look like? Was he?
Describe the guy you were talking to in the bar.
Oh yeah. I can't. What did that guy look like? He was really big, and but he didn't. He didn't have any of those pills.
But he knows.
Yeah, what did he look like? Like, was he human? Was he an elf? Like,
Elf, skinny, looks strung out.
shit. Well, man, I need some of this shit. So
Music reminds me of playing Armored Core.
No, I told Alicia I wanted something electronic and mildly ominous, and yeah, it's perfect.
I miss that game.
I know, right?
okay. Well, thanks for the info.
Good luck. It's worth it. So worth it.
Get on the group chat, like,
I
maybe
have no idea how worth it is
Yeah.
until you experience it.
I-
The ecstasy of
I like,
Bug out?
yeah.
All of it.
Oh, jeez. Like, I'm curious about this drug, but this seems really bad. Anyway, I get on the group chat and I'm telling everyone, maybe we should check out Monopoly Road again.
What'd you see? What'd you find out?
Well, some guy on the internet got the drug that we're looking for on Monopoly Road. But it seems to be from the same guy that we're looking for.
How the heck did you find that out?
Oh, well, you see, I was talking about Footy Panic, and, and I go on this long ramble about, like, you know, how amazing it is, and then eventually I got to detail about, like, so then I saw this one comment of this guy saying that it was amazing watching it with this drug, and so, you know, naturally I was curious.
Did he say what he looked like? Was he informed?
He just said it was an elf, and that they were skinny.
Oh, I hate that show.
No, now listen here, you go.
He's like, elf. You said age, maybe?
No, he just said it was a skinny, raggedy looking person. Does that ring any bells?
The only elf I saw around there was a young elf girl.
All by herself?
Yep. She said she was waiting for someone.
What if that's who she was waiting for?
At her age?
Who knows? It's the best lead we have now, like, you know.
Also, the program I'm using is Exploit.
The exploit. What
Yeah.
do?
+2 bonus to your sleeves.
Okay. Nice. So that will increase your limit for any sleep tests that you have.
Can't they tell I'm trying to watch my favorite show?
B.
Just scrolling through the.
Yeah.
You're out of my way. Carl's about to get it.
Carl! It kills people, Carl!
Still funny.
Source tells me there's an abandoned block of buildings getting a huge power supply from somewhere.
Nobody questioned that?
No idea.
Where's this again? In the same area, Monopoly Road?
There's 4 buildings in the Monopoly Road neighborhood that are all getting massive power draws.
You wanna check this out, my thing? Can you somehow see
He's been
like,
cracking. Yeah.
Yeah. I haven't like spoken like.
Yeah. He's been too
hour.
busy cursing his comlink that has been refuting his advances much as he tries to
cursing
seduce-
in ones and zeros. So,
Yeah.
Because I'm like vegetative
I
state.
kind of have this vision of like Martine as that guy who like has a really sleazy hit on a woman, like hey, and then she rejects him, and he calls her a slut bitch, walks off. Like I kind of have that vision, except it's you with electronics.
Fucking bitch!
Just a little bit.
Hey, this is a nice piece of equipment.
Yeah.
Look, you fucking bitch!
Fucking hate you!
All right.
Piece
So
of shit!
you're gonna
Right,
crack,
Club,
you're gonna
God.
try and crack the file. So roll me hacking plus logic. Limit is your attack.
Bane my
Do I add my +2 to it? Also.
Because it's not a sleeve, so no.
Okay.
Whenever you ask if you get to add anything to it, the answer is always no.
No.
My limits my attack.
Yep.
But
Oof.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4.
4. All right. Yeah, you go to start working on the protection on this file, and as you hit the first keystroke, you watch as the lock just and disappears on the file.
Should I write the first time?
That's right, baby. I don't know who your daddy is now, huh?
That was a glitch.
Ready to open it.
That was a glitch on the defense test.
Oh,
A
Yeah.
0 turned into a 1.
Yeah.
And so there was a 2.
Is this my matrix attack you were saying was my limit?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know where that's at.
It's whenever you put your attack rating in. You have the 4-3-3-1, so whatever you put into attack is your limit.
3.
3.
Let's see.
Yeah, it was 2 successes and a glitch on the fence roll. So yeah, you just and the thing pops open, and not only does it unprotect itself, but it immediately displays on the screen, and you find yourself reading the journal of a man who is a drug dealer, down on his luck, and can't believe that so many people hate elves. We're just trying to be happy. I want to bring joy to people with
Blah, blah, blah,
cells
blah, blah, don't fucking care. This is bullshit.
If you can't tell, there's a lot of elf hate in this.
Propaganda.
As you're scrolling through,
This is me playing the smallest violin. My heart does not bleed for you. Wait, that's not the same.
you find that the last entry was from about 2 months ago, and it was very much a Dear Diary entry in terms of this guy thinking that he has struck the gold mine because Crazy Ivan is introducing new products, and it's gonna be the big break. This is gonna be what gets him into the big market. They're going to corner this section, and then they're gonna expand, and it's gonna be fantastic. But he's going to go underground because he doesn't know who's going to come looking for him once this starts to get big.
So I determined that this is not Crazy Ivan's comic,
Correct.
but it is an associate of his.
Yes.
So I'm going to go through the contact list and
Yes.
see if I can find Crazy Ivan on there.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me intuition. What's your intuition rating?
Okay.
I can help with it.
You're not there.
Yeah.
You don't know.
What is it?
There's the spirit.
Oh my god.
Yep.
He's throwing dice on the floor again.
Wait, it's a spirit check? It's like the D&D game.
3. Okay.
Try to kick that over.
You're scrolling through this list, which is literally just first letters followed by a certain number of dashes, and there are a couple that are completely just X'd, and there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to why a number is X versus why it's just a letter. You do go past one that says mom, and you're like,
Save. But I don't find Ivan.
you do not find a Crazy Ivan entry.
I would like to look at the previous contact list
Mhm.
and see, like,
You look for a call log.
yeah,
Yeah. Recently contact, recent history. Or whatever.
Yeah.
like, who does this guy talk to the most?
You pull up the previous calls, the call log, and it hasn't been used in 2 months. So about the time that he wrote the last entry is when he apparently locked this comlink away. And you see that the last 5 calls were all to mom, and there were 3 calls in front of that to different people. The letters that you see, they're the first, so 3 calls right before the 5 calls to mom, is that there's one that is completely X'd out, there's one that says J with 5 dashes after it, and there's one that says Q with 3 dashes after it.
Is a letter, the first one's a letter completely.
No, the first one, the number, or the name on the contact is completely X'd out. It's just a series of X's. Then there is one that is a J with 5 dashes, and then there is a Q with 3 dashes after it. I was not expecting to glitch on the defense test.
Would I know if this is like some kind of thing that needs decrypted? Or.
It doesn't appear to be encrypted. It just
Okay.
appears that this is someone who was security conscious and they knew who these people were.
Okay, well, I go ahead and write down these 3 numbers.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Or, I data log them.
Yeah, you make note of them.
Mm.
Okay.
That's really all comlinks can do, right? Is just communicate with people. So.
They can. They're also what controls your entire personal area network. So everything you have with wireless connectivity is connected to your phone, basically.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah. You guys do also get a message pushed to you from Trench that says, "I'm a nice guy, but when you're working with people you don't trust, make sure you get paid up front." Knucks and Stein, you guys both get wire transfers of 420 million.
Yay! I can form enemy.
Yeah, you get a wire transfer of 600, Richter.
Why?
And nobody. Nobody. You get a wire transfer of 360 million.
Nobody gets
420 million.
420 million.
60.
I rolled for it. Don't blame me. I'm gonna die.
60. I believe I was paid less because I am a woman.
Or because you're
Or I'm half elf. I don't know.
Because you've done the least amount of work.
you're a human trying to be an elf.
I was there.
You really actually did nothing.
There was a chair there too. It did about as much work as you did.
What do you need for life experiences?
He has a point.
We're not talking about contract.
This is covering your room and board.
Can I get a little more? I mean, it's pretty expensive out here, man.
Hey man,
I don't
I'm
know
doing
if
pretty good. I don't know about you.
Ding. Once it's done.
I have to spread the enemy out. Make it last
Bro,
long.
you can buy a lot of fucking anime with that much money.
Like, you don't understand. I need the freshest of the fresh stuff. I go into like the really like indie scene.
I just sent him another one of the hentai that I found.
God damn it! I don't want any of that.
Tentacles, how dare you!
Can I like lock it on his screen?
I mean, you can try and hack his comlink if you want.
Spend the next 20 minutes. We're not that evil, but someday.
I haven't seen my wallpaper.
It's pretty weak.
No, it's mine. It's just it's like, you know, still safe for work.
Okay, still safe for work. Yeah.
But not for home.
Oh, don't let the doors close.
Alright, so what else are you guys doing before you head to bed for the night?
Making a nice lemon pepper chicken
Okay.
with some rice to go with that. And,
What is it with you guys and orcs that can cook gourmet meals? My goodness.
He's a lone bachelor. He's really good at it.
He's a pretty good cook.
Alright, roll me ability plus intuition. Let's see how you do.
Really good cook, guys.
Ability
Apparently,
plus intuition.
apparently not that good.
Oh, and agility. You got a decent agility.
I'm making quesadillas.
Special heritage, you got that.
Okay, he likes to think he's a
just-
good cook.
I'm having top ramen tonight.
Of course you are.
Oh! Wait, no, that's one.
One hit. It works. You think it's great?
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
is just how I
Wait,
usually do it.
what do you gotta roll for this?
Agility plus intuition.
Or quesadilla. Are you doing chicken or steak?
Take it. Steak will take a little longer.
now
so
I'm
it's gotta
hungry.
hire-
Just cheese.
Cheese and beans?
But you know, you gotta warm up the tortilla on your
Plate.
At least I
in
got
your
chicken.
pan, on your skillet.
Your wok.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Roll for
It would be amazing
No,
if you
they're
glitched.
roll for quesadilla.
You don't want to have to English.
Somebody make that the new chat. Roll for quesadilla.
I will make that change.
Is that t-shirt material? That's t-shirt material. Guys,
I mean,
$25.
well, hey,
$25 t-shirt.
there's some rolling involved, right? Making them
I will make that
depends on the
change
quesadilla.
with pride.
That makes me happy.
with
okay.
pride and much
Okay,
sauce.
so I made quesadillas.
Okay, yeah, and you
Man,
make
these are great.
fantastic quesadillas.
Much sauce.
You make
Very
it
good.
saucy.
Crushers goes to bed.
I got some ramen if you want it, Crusher.
Come on, my place.
It's pretty good. I show him Sophie with my top
What do you
ramen.
think you are, Stein?
I take some.
I mean, it's gourmet food, dude.
Yo, man, it's the good stuff.
I'm going to bed. And, yeah, okay. Where did my pencils go? There. Sorry, I'm blind, it turned out.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah. Unlike you, I don't need glasses. Hey!
Okay, you got contacts.
Alright, so he's going to bed.
Still suck.
Well, he's only got like one contact.
Yeah. If any of you guys took any stun damage, recovery...
From the chicken?
That would have been English.
You got burned.
It's not like Mom used to do one box of stun damage.
It didn't cook all the way. It didn't cook all the way. It's done.
There was pain. There was pain.
Stun damage from what?
I don't know, anything.
Oh,
you guys,
okay.
Do you guys have any damage? This is when you do
I don't think anybody took it.
No,
Didn't have a chance.
Well,
No damage from chicken, yay!
no chicken damage. So healing up naturally in Shadowrun is a completely different beast from D&D. Because in D&D, no matter how bad you are when you go to bed, when you wake up, you're at full HP. Now, body parts don't regrow, stuff like that, but you're still at full HP. For Shadowrun, number one, you have to recover stun damage first. So you have to recover stun damage to heal any physical damage. It's a body plus willpower extended test to clear your stun damage. And then for physical damage, it is an extended test
It's been a long day.
of 1 day. So you have to spend an entire day doing nothing to recover physical damage.
Wow.
So yeah, it is.
You take damage, you know.
Yeah, if you take damage, you're gonna stick with it for a while.
Unless
Just
you
so
got
you
the
know.
magic.
He's like me when
So-
I first got Monster Hunter.
You guys wake up the next morning. You have an idea. You guys have an idea
6
that
a.m.
Monopoly Row is probably where you need to be looking next. What are you guys doing?
As I say, we should go check out Monopoly Row and investigate those buildings that are drawing all that power.
Sounds good to me.
I'm already on the way down there.
Also, we should look for that little girl again. Like, I think little elves are the cutest.
Just don't scare her off this time.
I didn't even see her the first time.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sad face. Rough.
Okay. So
And they're off.
you guys are
Did I
heading
get it
off
right? Anybody want to pick me up? Never mind, I'll just walk.
I have a bike you can ride.
Next
My
takes
legs are
off.
too short to ride a bike.
Yeah. So you guys head down to Monopoly Row.
I should just get this motor.
Do you guys have any idea where you're looking or what you're looking for?
Do we?
Do we get the address from Trench of the building that we're?
It was, what's his name? Not Trench.
I
Or
mean,
was it Trench?
It was Trench. So
It wasn't Trench that was giving you guys information.
give us the information.
It was the other guy in our party.
Oh,
Yeah.
Crusher.
If it's the 4 big buildings on the street, I'm sure.
Crusher. What were the buildings that you saw were drawing power?
There's 3 blocks of mostly abandoned, and there's 4 buildings on that section all drawing power.
You lead the way, or at least point us in the right direction.
Look for the buildings with no power.
I look for buildings with no power.
Okay. You guys make your way over to Monopoly Row. I'm gonna say you guys all kind of like run into each other near the black hole, and
No,
Hmm?
you can go ahead.
no, go for it.
I was,
We were heading down there first.
yeah.
So are you waiting for everybody or no?
I wanted to see. As I'm going to the spot, I want to see if the girl's there.
Okay, you're as you get to the black hole.
Been
Yeah.
practicing at it.
You get towards the bar and you look, and just a casual glance around, you don't see her anywhere.
Okay. I walk past the
Yeah,
bar,
fat finger did again.
a few buildings, and I just kind of nonchalantly just stay in the area looking for familiars.
Okay, are you trying to hide it all or blend in?
Just blend in.
Are you trying to find familiars?
I'm single.
different
Run
competition.
Run game.
I would say go ahead and roll me charisma and sneaking.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you can have familiars in this game.
I mean, basically, that's what a mentor spirit is essentially.
Sneaking is a skill, right?
Yes, it is a skill that you took at character creation because you wouldn't be sneaky, sneak, stab, stab.
Yeah. Stein,
Yeah?
you should look and see if there's like any kind of weird spiritual stuff going on here.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're right. It'll give you a while. I put on some sunglasses, or I put on my goggles so it doesn't look like, you know.
Goggles over your visors.
No, I mean like
He's got goggles on goggles on goggles.
More goggles.
he's like the pilot from Airplane that just keeps yanking up pairs of sunglasses.
Anyway, yeah. So I do I ask what astral vision?
Okay,
or-
so you are going to astrally perceive.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll me an astral perception check, which I'm going to tell you how to do that because you don't know.
It's funny.
So where is
Computer's clock is slow.
So what?
I wonder if that's what's messing us up.
Is it what? Huh?
His computer's clock is slow.
He
gets
fired. It's like a few minutes away.
Because I know that messes with certain Ethernet things.
Astral perception. There it is.
There it is. Two of them.
There it is.
Darn.
I mean, it might not affect right away, but
Wait, what?
I know I've had problems with that before.
Astral projection.
This music is so good.
Yes, it is.
Hey guys, out of 15 dice, I got 4 successes.
Hey. Astral perception.
Yeah.
That's better than I hope to do using the comm link.
Wait, what happened to all my dice?
Oh, I took it.
Why do you check my dice?
I needed 3 of them.
Astral perception. Okay, you are going to roll a sensing plus intuition. Which, if you do not have the sensing skill, you're going to roll intuition -1.
No, I don't have something.
Okay, so intuition -1.
Okay. I glitch.
Did you have any successes?
I had 1 success. Yes.
Okay, so 1 success and glitch.
It's like a 1 and a 6.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is kind of the first time that you're sort of making this work, and you guys watch as his eyes kind of glaze over, and you're looking around, and a whole new world.
Hey, it's coming back to the music.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and that's kind of what happens. It's just like, oh wow.
It's a sunny day for the first time in 3
There's
years.
a lot of spiritual stuff happening. You see a number of spirits floating and darting this way and that. You do also see a rather large astral sign that appears to have rested over the building that you guys were at yesterday.
Like, when you say astral sign, like, do you mean like a literal sign?
But you know when you're playing Pokemon Go, the logo that you get over Pokestop?
Yeah.
Okay, imagine something like that, except it is over the building and it is glowing a bright blue.
That is weird.
Right.
I wonder what happened there. Do I recognize the sign?
Roll me a memory test.
And
Act of
It
Maze.
should be written
and then-
down.
oh, yes.
Yeah.
It's at the top of the building?
It's over the top of the building, yeah.
It says, message says, try jumping.
That secret wall.
And then Lyra ahead by someone.
The mystery wall ahead.
Fatty ahead.
No hits.
No hits. Yeah, you have no recollection of having seen this before. I mean, this is kind of the first time you're sort of getting into the whole sensing lark anyway. But as you're kind of looking at it, you're like, whoa. Wow.
Pretty.
And as you're looking around,
is very artistic.
as you're looking around, you do see a rather bright blue aura that appears to be emanating from your troll companion. And almost coming out of his back, you see a large spiritual form of what appears to be a very hungry and somewhat evil-looking great white shark.
Damn.
I need you to roll me a composure test.
Oh. Please do good. Or bad.
Entertaining either way.
1 hit.
1 hit. You're really intimidated.
I back up really quickly. Like,
Couple
you
steps
just-
back. Knucks, you have watched him just kind of like glaze over and kind of robotically turn in place, and then suddenly he's like, yeah!
What just happened?
Can I hear it?
You go,
What is that voice?
and he's like,
Oh, right, because he's...
I'm basically
he's yeah, his brain is in another place right now.
He's doing that weird thing with his eyes again.
You're basically turning into Rain Man. That's kind of what happens.
I've had enough of this. And I deactivate.
Okay, and you shift your perception back. You guys watch as the eyes suddenly clarify, and you see everyone standing there normal, and Crusher is just,
What is that thing?
what's what thing?
The shark.
That.
I hide behind. I forget your name.
Ducks.
Knucks.
You said there was a what? Said there was a shark or something?
Yeah, he's got this really mean-looking thing. I don't know what it wants from me. Also,
Is he seeing things?
there's
It's a
a
friend of mine. Don't
big
worry.
blue sign over the building we were at last night. Like right there.
I don't see it.
I need it's not in this book.
Okay, I'll just take your word for it then.
Right, we're here. And Crusher sits down and kind of like in a cross-legged position, doubles over, and goes limp. And he's gonna roll memory tests.
Let's see if he remembers how to go limp.
Memory. I can't find it.
On the character sheet, it's right under Astral Initiative.
No, like in the book. I don't know how to do it.
Memory should be intuition plus. Is it?
I'll keep
Oh,
it.
yeah. There's an entire page that is attribute only tests, and that's what memory is. You watch as he suddenly just sits back up. Right. They hired him in. Remember that video we saw last night? They were talking about how they were bringing in an astral investigator from Seattle.
Yes.
That's him.
That's his sign?
Yeah.
He's doing a thing?
Apparently he cast some pretty high level shit in that building, and I suggest we leave it alone.
Okay, let's not go anywhere near it then.
That's good enough for me.
Have we found the other buildings we're looking for?
You guys haven't really gone anywhere. You stopped to see if you could see what was going on in the astral realm.
I mean, I did see something, but...
I didn't see anything particularly interesting magically.
Yeah. Should we continue on, guys? Feels like there's nothing here other than that, and I want to get away from that.
There's 3 blocks over there that are without power. That's got to be where we're looking.
Okay.
So you want to try looking into the astral what's it over there?
Yeah, we can do that. Let's get over there.
I don't think the astral is necessarily what we're looking for.
Well, you know better than I do.
I just wanted to make sure there wasn't anybody like keeping an eye on the place.
I wouldn't recommend that we go back to the building we were at yesterday.
Don't know.
Yeah, I think that goes without saying.
Fortunately, this entire neighborhood's pretty shit. I don't think they're going to notice that, you know, a lock went bad and a camera got knocked out.
Well, I mean, it sort of noticed, but...
Well, they noticed because Botwag showed up. By the way, we should probably keep on the lookout in case somebody's got implants. That kind of shit. You don't want too much attention.
In case what was has implants, or in case... Wait,
No, in case the guy with bumped off has an implant.
Usually I can try and disable it, I think, right?
I mean, you should be able to. Everything, like, all that shit's tied into the comlink anyway. I'm a little bit nervous that we haven't heard anything about the comlink on this.
I don't know if anyone knew there was a comlink.
I mean, everybody had a comlink.
But it wasn't the guy's comlink, though.
Well,
We only
but I
took
have
his
his comlink.
Oh, you took his comlink as well?
Yes.
Well, I took his comlink
And then gave it to me. I
Oh.
haven't checked it yet.
Okay, yeah, that's really worrying, actually.
Well, I think that just means that they don't want to know that his comlink is gone. He's part of the mob. I mean, man. Well, no.
Right.
So are we doing this on foot or what?
Yeah, let's just go. I mean, the closer you are, the better, right, McGene?
Yeah, I mean, if I can just, like, tap right into the building, it's the best I can do.
Alright, let's go.
Right. So you guys start patrolling these 3 abandoned blocks. You do see a rather motley collection of people kind of making their way in between buildings. a lot of them looking over their shoulders as if they're up to something, and they're afraid that you guys are watching. But most people, they give you like quick once over. They're like, yeah, they're not cops, and they keep going. But you definitely get the idea that this neighborhood is not particularly good. So what are you guys doing?
Do I see them while they're rolling around?
Oh yeah, you see them because they're not being particularly subtle.
Of course.
Yeah. So you're just sitting there and trying to nonchalantly blend in, and they actually walk right past you. Go ahead and roll me a perception test because you were looking for the little girl, right? All right.
How does he roll perception? He doesn't have perception.
It was
It's intuition plus perception, but if you don't have perception, it's intuition minus 1. So
she also walked right past me.
you're looking and trying desperately to see this little girl. And you're, did you get any successes? So you crit glitched. Okay. So as you're looking, high, low, there, you step out into the street and you trip, and you hear whoa, and you realize that you actually just tripped over the little girl you were looking for.
She's now dead.
The hell, man!
You take damage.
You do take 1 box of physical damage.
I wanna
Pencil.
I wanna check to see if there's anyone around who's like
Where
looking
did my
to
pencil go?
amongst them. If there's anyone who's willing to pick a fight.
Okay. Roll me judge intentions. That's right under composure on character sheet.
Okay, so it's just straight judge intentions.
Judge intentions. Whatever your score is for that.
No successes.
No successes.
That's the bad glitch.
You crit glitch?
Yeah, 2 1. It's busted.
Oh yeah, it's 2 1s.
Okay. Looking around, you see there are several rather tough-looking individuals.
God.
And there's one dude in particular wearing a leather jacket, and he's got some of the fingerless gloves, and he's cracking his knuckles in a very threatening way.
I thought I was out of this business.
This guy, man.
You cracking louder.
Well, we can take him together. Like we beat up that guy that one time.
What, you mean the guy that you killed with your shitty katana?
Don't worry, I'll use the wooden one this time.
You know, let's just watch our backs.
If you say so. I got you, Holmes. You know, slightly punch him in the shoulder.
Do it harder next time. We'll get you.
You feel like
That's
that
how
guy
you
is
punch,
just
man.
eyeing
This is how
you
you
the
punch.
whole way.
Yeah, I'm looking back.
What, you want something?
Son, you don't want to mess with me.
As you look up and realize that you are talking to a troll. Leaning against a rather large, kitted out motorcycle. Listen here, old man. I suggest you walk on.
I suggest you stop looking. And I walk off.
You hear him call out, I crushed it, what's with the new guy? Don't worry about it, mate. Just ignore it. And he keeps walking after you. The dude that you were talking to. And he just leaned back against his bike. Joey, you are now face to face with this girl. What are you doing?
Hello. Oh. Fancy bumping into you.
Is that supposed to be funny, Drummer?
Stand. Wait, what?
She just instant.
No, Drummer,
It's
street leg.
it's like calling you a dude.
Yeah.
And I get up and brush my pants off.
Stands up, starts like slapping dust off. I thought elves were supposed to be more nimble than that.
Say the same for you. You bumped into me.
You bumped into me.
I said first.
I said it second, so there.
Well, man said it first, but she's right.
You're not there!
Oh, I thought we
You're
were
an
all
elf, you
friends.
are.
No, he was hiding, watching all of you walk down the
Yeah.
street.
You guys walk by.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
What do you want anyway?
I'm just wondering where you ran up to yesterday.
I had someplace to be.
And where's that? Sounds interesting.
I guess.
You actually have a home around here.
Kind of.
Fair for some of us.
Are you nuts?
How many do you live with?
Us dandelion eaters, we've got the rich part over Seattle. Like, yeah, we are not poor. I'm poor. There's a difference.
Fine, fine.
No,
What are you
I travel around with a friend of mine.
Same friend as yesterday?
Yes.
Seems to leave you alone a lot.
Yeah,
Unattended.
it makes you stronger.
In this part of town.
Like, you make me nervous.
Look,
God.
any of these dreckheads try anything, just a quick ha, and then you're out of it.
Seem pretty easy to knock over.
Kill the testicles and the head dies.
Right.
By the way, this is an 11-year-old girl
Yeah.
shaking a very wiry fist.
Should I go? Right.
She stripped those balls before. Like, she's very familiar.
I start to walk past her and put my hand on her head. Well, you're just about the right height for that.
Ordinarily, I know you for that.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. 11-year-old girls are almost fully grown.
No, that's not true.
I'm gonna keep walking past her, but keeping an eye on her.
Frag off.
And she just turns around and starts walking the opposite direction from where these guys went.
I'm gonna follow her.
Okay.
Sneakily.
Okay. Roll me agility plus sneaking.
I need 3 dice from you.
You have the non-cursed dice.
Yay!
have the ones I glitched with.
No. More than
Oh god! How many dice are you rolling?
15.
What? What are you rolling again?
Agility plus
20
sneaking.
d6 of damage.
This is what he built his character to do.
Yes.
One trick pony.
Here's the thing. Because he's rolling 15 dice, he would have to roll 8 ones to glitch. This is why big dice pools are your friend.
No, you said agility. I need to take up 2.
Oh. So you're rolling 13 dice. You
Whatever.
gotta roll 7 ones to glitch. And he crit glitches.
It's cacked.
It's
they're
cacked.
all cacked.
They're all just so cacked.
Because, you know, what happens is you roll all those dice.
They
and
all
you-
hit each
you
other
got
in the
yourself
right
a nice
way.
crit glitch, and then you're like,
Oopsie.
That's even worse.
oopsie poopsie.
I don't like your dice either. I don't like 6s.
What did you roll?
We gotta stop playing this game.
What did you roll?
3 successes.
3 successes, and you didn't glitch.
Nope.
Fantastic. Okay, as sneakily as you can, you're following an 11-year-old girl.
Creeper.
Oh yeah.
He's a woman, it's okay. Yeah, and
Yeah.
you seem to be following along with her,
Context, people.
and
Context.
she doesn't seem to notice, but you realize that she's actually walking away from Monopoly Row and crosses the street, ducks under an underpass, and seems to be making her way towards the rail yards.
Hey, where did our little elf on the friend go?
I follow her until she opens an open area or
Then
something.
she kind of,
Okay,
you know,
you get to the other side of the
sneak around
path
or
here, because
something.
the interstate kind of cuts right through town.
I don't know.
Goes to the
Thanks.
other
She
side
just
of
does
the
her own
pass,
thing.
and you see that it kind of opens up into a pretty open
I mean, she
section
didn't
around
kill
leading up
nobody
the rail
yet
yards.
either.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'll just watch her until
Yeah.
she's out of sight or something.
Yeah, she makes her way across the rail yards, kind of poking
We'll
her
just
head
leave
in
it
between
to
a
her,
couple of trains,
Katana
and takes left
wielded.
behind a train and disappears.
I take
I
a
mean,
note of
I
it on
can
my
kill a fool if
map.
I need to.
Okay.
I put a marker, an arrow.
You stick an
yeah,
apple pin
well,
in the
you know, what
Okay.
these are for.
Alright, so
Yeah.
you make a note of where you saw it.
Yeah, and I'll
Punch
back.
him.
Okay.
I'm
I
about to
messaged-
find
This is gonna take a while, just so you know.
I messaged nobody.
Complicated.
Where'd you
map,
go?
yes.
Like, everyone is here but you.
You're about halfway across the street out of Monopoly Row, and you hear ding on your comm link. Oh,
Silent. Mine only dings in my ear.
only rolled 3 successes.
Well, technically, mine's also in my ear, so
You know.
if a ting, I go. I just walk a little faster.
Oh God!
I got distracted. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
When you put reverb on someone's click track.
Sounds like it's in a room.
Because
it is in the room.
I hate that.
Never have the click in the room. Never. I've done it. Don't do it. It's a bad idea.
Everyone looks around.
And
No. Here's the thing. I did it, and I slapped a distortion on it because they were doing like a harder sound. And so
Players.
yeah, there's.
and no more work.
I was like, this is awesome. I went back and listened to it later. Like, this is terrible.
Not a great room.
Anyway, Shadowrun.
So yeah. So you guys are wandering around Monopoly Row, almost start a fight. Nah.
I like a good hard
Yeah.
welcome.
So you guys kind of walk all the way through the neighborhood, and it looks like all of the buildings are pretty much abandoned. The windows are all broken. There's not any obvious sign of activity in any of them.
Just remember, if somebody gives you a weird look, you stare right back. Just as long as you're willing to finish what you started.
Yeah.
Alright,
Just make sure you
man.
don't piss off the go-gangs, which is what you almost did.
I've been up against worse, I'm sure.
Someone's all dark.
Who are these Go Kings?
Tough guys who own motorcycles, who band together, they sell drugs, they beat up kids. You don't want to mess with them if you can avoid it.
Kids? Why would they hit kids?
Because you're noisy.
Why wouldn't you hit a kid? Sometimes they need it.
Fucking the pistol around.
I know you learned your lessons from watching cartoons, but there are some people who have to learn things the hard way.
No. There's so many children go through abuse. Like, I've learned so much from, like broken
This is-
families.
Cry me a fucking river.
It's the school of hard knocks, mate. There's some people who just gotta learn. It's how you survive.
Have you ever actually
Not-
killed someone before?
I mean, look at this. And he reaches and he pops a couple of buttons on his shirt, and you see a massive scar here that is somewhat obscured by the tribal shark tattoo on his chest. This is what happens when you try to jump a train and you fail.
What does that have to do with kids, though?
It's the school of hard knocks.
Yeah,
He's
but
got a tribal tattoo. I thought the elf chick was lame.
also, you do realize that, yes, I have killed someone. You were there.
I mean,
Yes,
before
you
that. How are you doing?
Aye. However you pop your cherry, at least you got it done.
Am I the only one here who's not like fucking insane, man? I ain't killed nobody. I don't plan on killing anybody.
I think you're
You wave your gun around.
I'm not gonna kill anyone.
Waving your warlock.
Don't judge me.
Look, this is a bad neighborhood. No one's gonna care. But if you get to a nicer part of town, you might want to put that back in your
I'm not actually waiting my fucking pistol
The
around.
visual is really
I'm
bad.
just. It just helps me to not.
Just remember, don't pull your cock out in public.
Sure.
Open my trench coat, have like my shotgun kind of hidden a little bit in the back.
That's my cock right there, man.
Trench, or no, this isn't Trench. This is Crusher. Opens his trench coat, and you see a row of fake watches. And carefully hidden, you see the assault rifle that Bugsy had in his trunk.
Oh, it's so cute.
To each their own.
Watch it.
I'm gonna not totally meet up with the group.
Right.
Sorry, I don't want to walk. I don't want to walk.
And someone just been triggered out of there.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
so
like-
you kind of get in view and you see them standing at the end of a block and just kind of tucking, and you see Crusher with his jacket wide open and you see the glint off of fake gold. It's like,
Anyways, anybody want to find me a just like a direct wire into the building?
What building are you guys?
I mean, I'm sure all these buildings are connected somehow.
What buildings were you guys specifying?
You try to. These ones right here that don't have any power.
yeah, there's about 3 blocks that are without power and for all intents and purposes are completely abandoned.
You said they were drawing power.
There's 4 buildings that are drawing power.
Which ones are they?
Don't know.
see if we can find
I just
where.
got told that it would full building that would draw power.
Let's find the power lines and maybe we'll see like what's drawing what.
If it's drawing power and no one's doing anything about it, they're probably doing it incognito.
Radiohead. You can see what's going on digitally, right?
That's what I'm just about to try and look at.
Matrix perception.
Is there wireless power in this?
Okay,
That's a good question.
I'll give me a couple minutes. I like.
As he starts fiddling with his AR stuff.
Power glove, power glove.
Yeah.
The Nintendo Power Glove.
It's basically the angry video game nerd like full suit.
That kid's in their technology.
Right. Because where you guys are, this is a rather like poor section. This is the public grid that you're on. So everything's gonna be kind of slow and kind of shit. It's also really, really noisy.
The grid makes sense.
Noisy's okay.
Yeah.
It means it's easier for me to hide.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Oh yeah.
Well, I'd be going over there now. Oh yeah.
Are you actually making your way over?
I'm gonna also have my signal scrub program.
Okay.
on.
Which
Gives me
Signal
2
scrub.
noise reduction.
2 noise reduction. All right, fantastic. Which is probably a good thing.
And
Yeah,
then
so you have a noise rating of 1, so it gives you a -1 to your skill checks. It would be a -3. So,
A good old noise gate working for you.
so matrix perception, which is computer plus intuition, as limited by your data processing.
Oh shit!
That's another book, man.
No.
Fuck!
I mean, you can move them around. Like rebooting your deck isn't hard.
Yeah.
Do you want to move your numbers around?
Yes.
Yes. So he's going to move his numbers around. So the cyber decks have they have an array of 4 ability scores that can be given to any of 4 different attributes. When he is not in VR, it is a free action on his turn to reconfigure his deck. So he can take the 4 numbers that he has in the array and move them around however he likes. So you take a second, reconfigure your deck, and then you drop into AR, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you drop into AR. Go ahead and roll me a matrix perception.
Okay. Which is. I don't know where that's.
It is computer plus intuition limited by data processing.
Computer plus.
Yep. Counting d6s.
That's 2 hits.
2 hits. Right. So you drop into AR and you see that most of the buildings in these 3 blocks are all individual hosts, and then all but 4 of them are dead. However, you can see the 4 hosts that are actually active.
Okay.
So, because there are 4 hosts that are active, you can kind of put 2 and 2 together. Those 4 buildings still have power.
Okay. So I would like to get a map of the area.
Yeah.
And mark those 4 locations.
Yep.
And then send it to everyone.
Okay, you guys get a message from your hacker friend that has the addresses of the 4 buildings with power, and they are in 4 separate corners of this 3 blocks.
Ah.
Yeah,
So they're quite a distance.
they are quite a distance, but they are all drawing power.
I would say we should each check out each building, but Knucks doesn't really know how to communicate with the rest of us.
I'm gonna check out this one, and I mark one on the map
Yeah, I
and
don't
start
really-
going towards it.
Okay,
Like,
which one are you
this-
going to? 1, 2, 3, or 4?
Top right, top left.
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Closest one to me.
Okay, the closest one to you right now is number 2.
Is that with the one close to them as well?
Yes.
That's close to all of us are like right
Is
next to each other.
she's not with us though, right?
No, not yet.
I'll go to 2 then.
Okay.
Me and Drag, do you want to go check out number 1?
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Okay, so you guys are both heading to number 1.
I'll go with you, big man.
We're both gonna do a number 1.
Yeah.
Why?
Or
I don't know
not.
if you know this. I'm not very good with people. So I'm going to recommend that we go with person who is.
Sweet.
I'm
Works
already
for
halfway
me.
there.
Alright, I guess we're all going to number 2.
I thought you guys were going number 1.
Oh, I mean, yes, 1.
You guys are going to take a leak. We're all going to take a dump.
Number 2.
Yeah.
I will
So
take a number 2.
because of your matrix perception test, you saw that there were 4 hosts. You cannot see anything that is connected within the hosts, but you can see the hosts themselves. So 3 of us make it to building number 2 on the list, and you come up to it, you look up, and it looks like it used to be a decent apartment building, about 6 floors tall-ish, and it appears to be dark and lifeless.
I'm gonna go in and check for security.
Okay. You
If there's a security system active, I'll know it.
Okay, so are you being sneaky?
Yoink.
Oh wait, roll me agility plus sneaking.
I'm going to like. Is there an alleyway?
Oh,
I'll need
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of duck into the alley
uh-huh.
I'll need one.
and see if I can find a like a hard line into the building.
Go ahead and roll me a perception test.
Perception.
I wonder. Where are
So just perception.
Yep. Perception plus intuition.
Oh. Oh, that's a lot better.
Oh, holy cow. It's my best roll yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. What is your physical limit?
4.
4. So you get 4 hits. Yeah. You hit your physical limit, which is great. You are as sneaky as you can possibly be. 2. Okay. We'll come back to you in just a second. So with 4 hits on your sneaky, you are being super sneaky stealth, and silently. And the door on the front had like a full glass window that was surrounded by a wooden frame, and the glass is mostly broken out. And so you just kind of calmly step through the door, and it is dead here. I mean, there is not an electric hum. There's no sign of life except for the one rat that snirs across the floor as you step into the building.
I can use thermographic vision to see any heat in power lines or such.
Right. So with your thermographic vision, go ahead and roll me a perception test. Tortuga.
Dang it.
With a 2 on your perception.
Why perception?
With a 2 on your perception test, you spend a good 5-10 minutes kind of hunting around the back of the building, looking for a power box or anything like that. You do find a back door with a maglock on it that does have a data connection that you could check. You could probably jack into. Okay. So you're dropping into AR.
1 success.
1 success. Looking around, you do see that there is actually an active power line, and it's giving off a faint bit of heat that runs up the wall through the middle of the building, up through the first floor into the second floor, and that's where you lose sight of it as the concrete gets too thick to see through.
Okay. I'll relay on the comms. Found our power wire. Just run straight up through the building.
Right.
I also realized I get +2 dice to hack on the fly.
Nice.
Dang.
So
My qualities.
So what?
I forgot to check my qualities.
It's now permanently only what you do is hack on the fly.
Which means he's trying to hack quietly. Oof. Still don't see anything happening in the astral plane.
Can I actually get to the wire to like cut it or such? Or do I only see it in the wall or something?
You see it in the wall. It is embedded in the wall.
Okay.
So this way this building is structured, there is a central pillar that appears to be running at least through the first and second floor, and the electric line is embedded in that concrete pillar, and it goes up to the second floor and disappears.
I don't know who the hell thought it was a good idea to put a power line in the center of a pillar, like one heck of a pillar.
Right. There's a reason this part of town is abandoned.
Some idiot did it.
Yeah.
I relay in the comms.
Street construction. Alright, so, Tortuga, you get a direct line, and you get directly into the host, and as you're looking around in the host, you don't see any Matrix icons except for one big machine on the 6th floor that you don't recognize.
Okay. Can I send a message to
Yes.
them saying, seems like there's some sort of big machine on the 6th floor that I don't recognize.
6th floor, got it.
That's the 6th floor. Out of curiosity, they have any building plans available?
Allow me to look.
I'll
And
look for
I
Stein.
upload a different program, probably a search program.
Okay.
Which is like halves the time.
Which, as you're kind of fiddling around with loading a different program, you do realize that this host is actually it's really off-putting compared to the actual state of the building. Because while, for those of us who are not in the digital sphere, we see an abandoned building that's got like dead leaves and a whole bunch of dust everywhere. For you, it looks like the interior of the Venetian Hotel. I mean, it is like well lit, perfectly clean. You see a nice red rug on the floor.
In AR?
He is looking in VR at this point because he has uploaded into the host.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
And so for these kind of hosts, like the Matrix it gives you the illusion of actual physical space when you are in VR. But it looks like whoever designed this host, they did so with the idea that these were going to be cheap, but very, very livable and very, very comfortable apartments. As you're looking through what would be the digital lobby of this host, you find that there is a mission statement, and that the building was actually chartered by a non-profit because it was supposed to be housing for the poor and the homeless and all this kind of stuff. And that it did have a rather wealthy benefactor, and it is a Russian name, but it's written in Russian, which you don't speak.
Okay. Can I take a screen cap of it?
Yeah, you can definitely copy it. That's no big deal. Just
Cool.
Yeah. You kind of go over to what would be the digital front desk, and there is a listing of vacancies for apartments to rent.
Oh, I make my way up some stairs.
Are you running the stairs?
Yep.
Okay, so you're...
I'm making sure of security.
Right.
Whatnot.
So, list of vacancies for apartments free to rent. Or available to rent.
Available to rent, yeah.
Okay. Are there any that are not, or that are rented?
You pull up the list, and you see that there is actually a comparison graphic of the different floor plans of the various apartments that are available, and how, this is the single suite, and this is the double suite, and this is the luxury suite for, those families and multiple occupant homes. And you see that there are listings for floors 2 through 4, and that floor 5 is currently blocked out for, floor 5 and 6 are both currently blocked out for construction.
Okay. I sent that note. 5 and 6 are currently blocked out for construction.
Yep.
And then I sent a copy of the floor plan that I'm looking at.
Right. Okay. So you guys all get a copy of the floor plan. It looks like 2 through 4 are mostly single occupant rooms. The floor plan varies a little bit, but it's pretty simple in terms of what's there. You get the sense that the bigger rooms were more on floor 5 and 6.
I kind of display the shared plan and kind of highlight my route that I'm taking.
Yeah. So he's actually going up a fire escape on the outside of the building, and on the outside wall of the building. It's still inside technically, but
okay.
Yeah.
Are the other buildings the same as this?
I don't know. I'd have to be hardwired into them.
You don't see any duplicates or connections to other establishments?
I can check, man. Let me see if
Switch
there's some
between
kind of...
Well, I mean,
Okay. What are you actually looking for?
I'm trying to see if there's some kind of connection between this host and the other
three
hosts,
more.
the host of the buildings.
Okay. You know what? Go ahead and roll me a matrix search. And you're going to be searching using the name that you found on the... Okay, good. So you guys make it to building 1, the two of you. You guys arrive at a very, very disheveled building. Like the...
Oh, yeah. Do I see anything around the building, like do I see where, like, the power, like, where it would be connected to power?
Do a perception test.
3. With a quick search, you find out that all 3 of these blocks were actually commissioned by the same non-profit. So while they are related, they're not directly connected, because each individual building was supposed to serve as a host for people who live inside of it.
Okay.
Yeah, man, so I don't really have a connection to the other buildings. So
That's too bad. That's too bad. 2.
B2. Okay, you're looking around and you don't find a power meter, you don't find an obvious power line. You do find that there is also another back door with a maglock on it, and that maglock is currently actually active.
I'm gonna take a picture of it and send it to my team and be like, oh, how quickly can you open this?
You get a picture of an active maglock without a location attached to it.
I send him a little pin.
Cool, man. Let me look at the 20,000 of those that are in the city and try and find the right one for you.
I put a pin here. Boop.
All of a sudden, you get an iPhone-style location.
Let me disconnect from the network.
So you get yourself out of the host, and 'cause you didn't do anything illegal, so it just you pop out, pull the plug. Go ahead and yeah, this is going to be electronic warfare plus intuition, limited by your sleeves, and it's going to be a -2 because of the distance.
Okay.
I know how
It would be a
irritating
-4,
this is, but just wait for my team. Don't
-2.
It's fine.
or do anything.
So does that mean 2 less dice?
2 less dice, yeah.
Okay. Sorry, go through all that again.
Okay, you are rolling a control device check. So this is electronic warfare plus intuition -2, and the limit is your sleeve rating.
So -2.
Yes. Two. It takes you a little bit, and it's like I'm getting rusty. But eventually, you do manage to and crack the maglock. You get the feeling that that might not have been a very friendly thing to do.
Okay. And just so you know, I can't keep doing stuff like that, man. It's illegal, and they're gonna start they're gonna start tracing me. So I'm going.
Why
to
didn't
try
you tell me
and-
this before you did it?
Hey,
Like,
you know,
I just asked if you could. You didn't have to do it.
I don't know if it might have set off an alarm or something.
Martin.
It's Martin.
You might want to take some time to try and erase any marks you left on that.
I want to live low for a while if you kill that guy.
Well, you get working on that. I'm gonna go inside.
Just gonna rub my fingerprints all over it.
It is computer plus logic limited by your attack.
Pull out your sword.
Yeah.
Okay, you pull the door open, and in front of you there is a tiny hallway with what appears to be a service elevator.
Is there nothing else? Just
Wow.
There is a door leading to the room.
Okay. Well,
The door leading to the room. Oh, like another door.
Leading to the lobby.
I mean-
basically.
that's 5 hits, but I can only use 3 of them. So.
Okay. All right. Let me
'Cause my
make
attack's
sure what that
3.
is. Okay. Cool. Brilliant.
Do I know how good I did?
You get the sense, as you're watching in AR, you watch as the mark that you had left slowly begins to dissipate.
Okay.
On the icon for the maglock.
I try to stealthily make my way down the hall towards the lobby, like just to look at what's over there.
Okay, you make your way down to the lobby. Go ahead and roll me agility plus sneaking. Because you're trying to be stealthy.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to...
You're waiting in the alley.
I'm waiting in the building.
Okay, you're waiting just inside of the door.
Yeah.
Cool.
The building eat you.
Such is my fate.
5.
5. What's your physical limit?
Okay, 7.
That's the way to go.
So, you're being very, very
Eight,
stealthy.
5, 6,
You sneak around the lobby, and it is a total wreck. You see where the second floor has kind of fallen into the first floor. This building is not very sound at this point. But, yeah, it appears to be abandoned.
I was gonna say. I'm gonna step into, or before I step into the hallway, I want to see if I see any like cameras around or anything.
Okay, go ahead and roll your perception test.
Why is my perception so many dice?
Yeah, why? Oh man, that's so terrible. A lot more than 2, isn't it?
You're charming. You're not investigative.
Yeah, no. I can smile, I just can't see you.
6.
6. God damn. Oh, yeah.
What's your...
You look around. You don't see any apparently active cameras.
Oh my gosh.
You are very sure that there are no active cameras on this first floor.
I look at Knucks and be like, come on over and help me out. It seems to be clear over here for now. Just be careful.
So, Martine and nobody, what are you guys doing?
I went upstairs.
Okay.
Just in case, I'm gonna use my
Nobody is
my,
going upstairs.
my hide action.
Today.
Okay.
Just in case.
Yeah.
So
So where are you actually connected? Are you connected into the host that they're at, or the one that you're right next to?
I'm guessing I'm just in like the global network.
Okay, so you're hiding in the local network. Cool.
Yeah. So warfare plus intuition is 9.
Yes.
That's a 2.
That's a 2. Okay. You think you're pretty well. You think you're pretty well hidden.
Okay.
So you make your way up to the 6th floor. Is that where you're going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the thing is.
So you get up to the 6th floor, and there is a door that appears to have a chain on it.
Appears to have a chain.
It appears to have a chain on it. Yeah.
I go up to the door.
Yep.
And I'm guessing the chain is like looped through handles or something.
Yeah. Yeah, the chain is looped through a handle. There's not a mag lock on it. This appears to be an old school job.
Big lock on it or something.
Yeah. Big old padlock.
Okay. I made it to the 6th floor.
Yep.
Door's chained though.
Right.
This thing happened a long time ago though. The chain lock and everything. I'm not trying to pick it, but I
You
might.
run, mate.
I'm fine. Just, ran up 6 flight steps.
Do you need help?
No, I got this. I got this, and I like turn off my car. I got this. I attempt to pick the lock.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me lockpicking, which would be your agility plus your lockpicking. Assuming it's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. There you go.
I put point in it. Better be a thing.
Yeah.
Really majored in note picking.
Yeah.
Richter, I know how I feel about this.
Sounds not booby
Hi,
trap.
what's
We be
up?
fine.
Why? Tell me.
Sounded shaky. 3. Do I go in or do I stay here?
I mean, she seemed pretty confident about being able to handle herself.
I use my thermal eyes
Okay.
to look through the door.
Okay. You use your thermographic vision. You see there's one very large heat signature coming from inside the room.
The only thing I can see in the room was one large heat signature, and I'm guessing that's what's eating our power.
Probably the machine that I saw.
Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Clickety, click.
It's a
They're locked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One lock break.
Right. And you're going to pull the chain off? Okay. You pull the lock, and there is a slight. I need you to roll me. We are resisting stun damage. Willpower plus. This would be willpower plus reaction.
That I got.
1, 2, 3.
Okay. You take 3 points of stun damage as you remove the lock and the chain, and an electrical charge jumps off of the chain into your hands and
Do a verbal
that we can't hear.
through the palms.
You turned it off?
Yeah.
No, I turned it off.
Oh.
Really turned it off.
So we hear damn it!
You hear me?
Okay,
You
over
hear
there?
me turn on my? You hear me turn on
Sure,
my
man.
comms?
Go ahead.
Best thing I've heard all day. Makes his way inside.
Fuck
You
some
get
cheese
carrying
up.
up the stairs.
You hear me turn on my comms? Got the lock off.
You hear 5 flights below you. Like,
Please tell me that's someone I know behind me.
it's me, you pillock.
God. At least be gentle.
Okay.
I
It's your first
open
time.
the door slowly.
Open the door slowly.
Real creaky like.
Yeah, and you see in the middle of the room there is a very large generator that is just cranking away, and it appears to be drawing power from the line, but it's also outputting someplace. You see that there is a cable that disappears into the wall and then completely vanishes from your demographic vision.
weeks. I stand there just studying it, waiting for what's his name to catch up.
Yeah. A little bit of time goes by, and you're. Are you alright?
Found the thing.
What? The big generator?
Yeah, that's the thing. Found its output too.
What, was it the chain you tried to take off?
The output
my.
goes through the wall.
You point it up to him, and he looks at it. So where's it going?
It goes beyond my vision. I don't see any heat signatures.
No, it's
nothing.
not going beyond vision, mate. It just disappears.
Yeah, beyond my vision.
No, it disappears.
Like tap ball. Beyond my vision.
No, I'm telling you, we can see through this wall. The fact we can't see the line means it actually disappears.
What, to a new plane?
Could be insulated.
Super wire?
If it's heavily insulated, your thermographic vision's not going to pick up a heat signature.
Does it go like a building next door?
Fuck if I know.
No, I think it's strange to not disguise this and then disguise it. That makes sense.
You two, you guys building one. You're in the lobby.
So there's a huge hole in the floor.
There's a huge hole in the ceiling where floor 2 has fallen into the lobby.
Don't look up the hole.
Yeah, you look up the hole and you see. Well, there's sensitive, I thought I'd say. Anyway, you look up the hole and you see what looks to be the dusty remnants of some form of decoration, probably in kind of a late Empire vibe, but it's mostly dusty and faded. And you look up and you see the second floor.
Is there anything like any entrances or anywhere this lobby leads to, or is it
Yeah,
just like the elevator?
there's a set of stairs, and there's actually a nice set of elevators that appear to be like really shiny stainless steel doors, but are heavily dusted over, somewhat dented too.
Hey Stein, I was trying to read these messages. I knew to come to this area, but what are we looking for again?
We're looking for something that is either taking a lot of power or generating a lot of power.
I'll leave that to you.
Right, let's go up the stairs. But be sneaky about it. I don't know if there's anyone else here.
Sneaky.
Yes, don't, be too obvious.
Turns on music.
I mean, you can't get much more obvious than this,
Right. But it's just, just follow after me, and I do a jutsu I saw on Naruto or something.
No see no jutsu.
Yeah. Hi no jutsu, and
Bill,
I'm gonna start drawing.
I
against
hope
the
you know
walls.
what you're doing.
Yeah, going up the stairs.
Yeah.
Go up after.
Okay, you guys start heading up the stairs, and all of you guys, except for you, because you watches or Crusher just hears a ding, pulls out his calmly, and pushes a message to all of you guys that says all 4 buildings are abandoned, but we found a generator on the top floor.
Let's try to make it to the top floor.
Are those from the dentist or what?
Luke at work.
Okay, alright, that actually makes sense.
Yeah.
You guys make your way up to the top floor, and you find a door there that has been maglocked shut.
Hey man, also beware. The chains, the chain guarding the top floor might be electrocuted.
There's a chain. Did I see a chain?
You do not see a chain. You see a maglock that is holding the door
We
closed.
seem to have come up against a wall or
I become suddenly quiet when he mentions shocking change.
It's quite the shocking experience.
I'll try to hack it open.
Okay. So let me see here. Okay, what you're going to be doing is because you do not have a deck, you cannot put marks on anything. So you are going to be doing a data spike, which is cyber combat plus logic. Cyber combat is under computer.
Okay, so I use computer.
Yeah, computer plus logic. You take your comlink and you run a cable from your comlink to the thing, and you're going to try and send the data spike to the maglock to overwrite it.
Come on, maybe I sense at least 4 hits. 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 2.
It's a gut.
You push the data spike, and you hear a slight whirring.
I did it! I did it!
Knucks, you're a little put off. He's so excited.
I mean, I was hoping you'd be.
It's just like it happened in Stein's Gate.
And you walk in, and you see a very large generator that has a massive input cable coming up from the floor below it. And then you see an output cable that runs along the ceiling into the wall, and that's where it ends.
I take a picture of it with my vision and send it to the group. Like, so what are these?
Except when you have to do this, and not.
One of these?
That looks about the same, yeah.
The output looks the same. I mark on them.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Telstrator style, there is a nice little line that shows up.
It's all live too.
Yeah. So, we've got machines drawing power and sending it someplace.
It's weird that this is completely abandoned, though. Don't you think there would be someone keeping watch for this? Like, why would they just leave it?
Unless,
Bless you, Martinez.
Bless
Right? Yeah.
I mean, obviously they wanted someplace they weren't going to be disturbed. They're collecting electricity and sending it someplace else. Obviously they need a lot of it too.
Can we get to the other side of this wall? Feel the wall.
You feel the wall, and the window right next to where your hand is, you look out, and you see you are 6 floors up. Yeah, that's the street.
Open window. Kinda.
You see wall of building.
We have a problem here.
What do you mean?
There's nothing on the outside.
Now, here's an idea, and it might be stupid, but hear me out. What if we were to interrupt the flow of power?
And tell everyone we're here.
Basically, someone would have to come check it out.
Well, if you want to stay here and cut the power, you can.
Oh, I mean, we don't have to stay here. We just go away, see who comes, and keep an eye out on what happens.
Pulls up his duffel. I'm sorry. Did you say that someone needed to have some fun?
I mean, it could be an idea, but I'm not really.
You got explosives?
I got a chainsaw.
Oh.
Yeah,
I guess
look,
that
we
works.
blow one up.
Is it explosive chainsaw?
We mess one up, and we just leave, wait, and just pay attention to see who comes into the building. And then we have more of a clue as to where we go and where
What
this
if
is
all
heading.
4 are like feeding power to a central location?
Well, you guys mentioned a chainsaw. What? Why did you guys say chainsaw? I'm still looking at the building. I'm just kind of like looking around, just on the outside.
When do you duck back into the building?
I'm taking a minute.
Okay, you're taking a minute. Did someone say chainsaw?
Why? Did
Someone say chainsaw.
I pull up my deck and I'm
Yep.
just gonna start doing like an internet search, and I want to try and find a grid map of these C blocks.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Hey, can you guys tell me what direction the wire is flowing out of the building you're in?
I mark a compass. What, like, if it's going north or south or?
yeah,
Okay.
what's our HUD say?
Okay, so you guys are in building 1 and building 2, which are these 2 right here. In building 2, the wire is ending on the interior wall here and disappearing.
Yeah.
Emphasis on disappearing. You guys don't know where it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for you guys, you're seeing that your output in building 1 is leading to that inside wall.
So, but like, what on a compass that would be east?
I
or-
determined it on the world map.
Okay, so if this is north, right?
Yeah.
This one is pointing, for you guys, this is west? No,
Sure.
north, east. For you guys in
They
building
flipped
2,
it in the
it's
future.
pointing east. And for you guys in building 1, it's pointing west.
Right. Yeah.
Ours is going the direction you said.
Basically,
the one
the
that the
cable,
worst
the
in our
cable in
heads.
building 2 is going towards building 1.
Yeah.
The wire in building 1 is going towards building 2.
Ours is pointing towards your guys' and I'm.
Going that way. I sent a picture.
No, I wouldn't really want to be getting out of the window.
Actually,
I don't know if we should really call attention to
Like
ourselves.
you're saying,
You know.
one
You
wire,
see a troll holding a monofilament chainsaw.
Oh dear God.
one wire's heading towards the other wire. That's just complex.
Give me like a couple minutes and I'll be up there.
Now listen, I know you're eager.
I
Last thing I want is to be found around here.
I look at what's his name, Knucks. I'm like, I'm gonna lean out the window.
I'm not saying we're not gonna use it.
I need you to
Wait till
hold on to
we
me as I look onto the astral plane. I'm afraid I might fall out.
Alright, so hold on to him.
Alright, I'm actually changing this from the way it is in the book because you being able to see and not being able to see is dumb. So what is your magic rating?
Magic rating?
Yes.
Adept 3.
Okay, so I'm going to have you roll 3 plus your perception if you have it.
Yeah.
Okay, so your perception plus your magic rating. This is the brilliant part about, you know, not being too hung up about the rules. You can change them.
Three.
Okay, 3 successes. You glaze over and you stick your head out the window, and it's a trippy feeling because you can, like, your spatial awareness still picks up the physicality of the window, but to your eyes,
You
like,
don't
yeah,
see
it's
it.
just kind of like, and you lean out.
Weird.
Yeah, and as you're looking around, you don't see any particular spiritual activity. There doesn't appear to be a strong magical aura anywhere.
I'm looking like towards their building.
Yeah, you can see that there is a bit of an aura, because, I mean, you're crossing an entire city block. You got a couple buildings in the way. You see a very faint blue aura, and that's about it.
Yeah, so nothing's really calling my attention. I'm gonna come back.
Knucks, pull me in! Yeah, as your vision comes back, you're like 3/4 of the way out the window. Like, ah!
Just being held out there.
Not that far.
Huh?
You're pulling him back into the window.
You had me really far out.
Yeah.
Oh, he knows.
Yeah. What are you scared of?
Here, get
me back in.
Are you sure? Look like you're having fun.
That was pointless. Well, those wires are definitely somewhere in here.
Okay, so you were looking for a grid map, which you found.
Mm-hmm. And now I'm running upstairs.
Okay, so you run
To
upstairs.
me, but
You make it to the top floor, and you see the door is like, it's left a bit of an impact in the wall.
Of course.
Dwarves, man. Natural sprinters. Very dangerous over a short distance. Not 6 flights of steps. Okay. I want to try and connect directly to the generator.
Just keep
Okay,
reading.
you find a data port, and you connect to it.
Yeah.
Access the law of electricity.
I feel empowered.
You get full battery instantly.
Yeah, batteries immediately charged. Whoa. There's a lot of juice going through this thing.
Mm-hmm. And I would like to see if I can.
I can't even do that.
I would like to see if I can just trace where signals going.
Okay, so you see the icon of whoever owns this generator, or at least whoever has digital control over it. So what I'm going... Well, number one, you have to put 2 marks on it, which I need you to hack on the fly.
That I can do.
Yep, so hacking plus logic with a limit of your sleeves.
What are you hacking out a fly for? What did it ever do to you?
Did enough.
Okay.
Hijack this flight pattern.
So that's 12.
Okay, you are trying more than 1 mark because you're trying to trace the icon. You need 2 in order to do that. Right? Or are you going to do this more than once?
Oh, if I try for 2 marks, I have to take a -4, right?
Yes. If you try for 2 marks in 1 shot.
Okay. So that negates my +3.
Right.
Sure.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Okay.
Fuck!
I mean, that's like 0 hits.
Okay. You do not succeed in getting any marks on it. However, you don't feel that you've tripped any sort of countermeasures.
I got 2 USBs.
So you're sitting here watching Martine. Oh god.
It was a little delayed.
You're sitting here watching Martine as he's currently attempting to hack into this thing. What are the two of you doing in another building?
Same.
Do you want to try breaking the wall to see where this goes?
We made sure that there's no one else around.
Yeah, there's no one around here. Like, this building's completely abandoned.
So all looks pretty messed up. So let's break another thing, right?
Yeah. So, and whatever. It's like they can't tell from like a couple punches or whatnot. You know.
Well, this is not really what I used to do, but I guess I could try.
Why don't we try looking for something sturdy, like maybe a piece of rock around here?
I mean, is there any debris, like rock debris broken up or
Steel
something?
bars.
Are you looking for like rebar or what?
Yeah, rebars, like
Okay,
big, like cinder blocks, or just like big chunks of rock.
Go ahead and make a perception test for me.
So for me, that's perception plus.
Perception plus intuition.
2 hits.
2 hits.
Four hits.
4 hits.
Both
All right,
dice.
you guys managed to find some rather hefty pieces of steel rebar, especially from where the second floor has kind of collapsed a bit. There is some exposed iron that you can use there. But you gather a couple of decently sturdy looking pipes, head back up to the 6th floor. What are you guys doing?
And try just like breaking a hole towards where the cable
Okay.
is going out.
Sure. I want both of you to roll me. Let's do strength plus close combat if you have it.
Is that part of is that under unarmed? Or no, it's different skill than armed.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I have close combat.
Okay, so roll me strength minus 1.
Okay. Oh, jeez.
Do either of you have skills with clubs?
Let's go with blades.
Sharpeners.
That's a separate skill than like.
Then unarmed. Yeah.
Yeah,
And exotic melee.
Specific
Yeah.
one.
What's your exotic melee?
12.
You know what? I'll let you use your exotic melee. Why not? Because you used to improvise weapons, so sure.
Forehead.
Just
That's using
tight
nail
stone
noggin.
knuckles. What'd you roll?
Yes.
3.
3.
So it's just
We'll
straight up exotic melee for me.
Yeah. Roll strength plus exotic melee.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Uh,
How many dice is that?
So that's 18 dice.
Yep.
A different colors.
How did?
You got 12 there, and he gave you.
Okay.
Oh man, specialist characters.
Still only gets 2 successes.
I'm just gonna blow everything into these 2 skills. That's all I'm gonna do.
Yep, pretty
Yup.
much.
Yay.
None.
None. So that's 4.
4. Okay, yeah, you guys get in there and you start digging away and you find where the line goes when it meets the wall. You find that it goes into the wall, takes a jackknife, and goes straight down. And it is heavily insulated.
Oh. So let's go now.
Well, I'll take a picture of it and look like, well, I found out what happened to the cable.
Yeah, and you send the picture over. What am I saying? It disappears.
Here's my theory, man. I think these generators are powering some central building. There's probably generators in the other 2 buildings that we got here.
What
too.
if it's going to like they're in very specific points? What if it's sending power to somewhere like
Central
in the middle?
location.
Yeah.
By the way, you guys in building 1 are also starting to hear sirens.
So I think we should be going.
That means we should
That's not our building.
Yes.
GTFO, right?
Yeah,
Awesome.
we can hear sirens, but they are very, very distant.
Right. Let's.
You should see me get a little jumpy.
Yeah.
Can I get onto the roof somehow?
Yeah, there is an access door to the roof.
Okay, well, we just lost some
Go the
characters.
jumping. I have skills in that.
Okay. What are you doing?
In jumping off of buildings?
No. I know where he's
no,
going.
I have what's it called?
Oh, like a wall
Hey,
jumping.
I have
Christmas,
some
do you
like
got him?
actual like.
What?
You want to
Parkour.
give him a ride or?
Yeah, I get him. We're about to wrap up for the night, so.
Where is it? I must have read. It must be in my book.
Are you gonna try to wall run this junk?
No, I have like light body and what is it? Light body. It does something like. I gotta go get my notebook.
All right, hang on. I got you. You got light body.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell you right now. It probably doesn't do exactly what you think it does.
Probably not, but.
Well, let's just do the smart thing.
Increases
and walk
jumping
out the
distance.
door.
1 + 1 die to gymnastic test. When jumping, reduces falling damage if failed.
How many d6 of damage do you take when you fall in this one?
I have to break both legs.
Let me put it this way: jumping from a 6-story building is generally a bad idea.
Instant death.
I'm not gonna jump down. I'm just gonna jump out.
You just have to do it
Are you
right.
trying to jump from one building to the next?
Arc.
Yeah.
You have to find the hidden
so
path.
define light body for me again.
Increases jumping distance.
Okay.
+ 1 die to gymnastic test when jumping. Reduces falling damage if failed.
Okay. You can try this. Just know that if you fail, it's gonna hurt like hell.
You're gonna die.
We're
is-
gonna lose our weeaboo.
It's last session. I hate when that happens.
We got next session too.
Do we? Do we have one more week?
Yeah, one more week.
Oh. Let's break something.
Maybe it should
already
die.
broke a wall, right? And a person.
It's a good start.
I haven't even got to use my shotgun yet.
Alright. Yeah, never mind. Let's just get out of here as quickly as we can.
Alright, so for you two in building number 1, I'm assuming you guys are running at this point.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you have running or athletics, it's that plus strength.
Let's see if I have something.
If I have athletics, but as a skill,
Athletics is the skill group, so
Yeah.
yes, that counts.
so that would be my running plus athletics.
No, it is athletics plus strength.
So my running wouldn't be factored into this.
That's one of your skills.
Running is one of the skills in the skill group.
Well, running is movement. That's what I'm referring to. I don't factor in my movement.
No. Your running is talking about how far you can move. Your running skill is part of the athletics skill group.
Yeah, so
So roll your athletics skill group plus your strength.
If you don't have athletics, it's strength -1, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
If you don't have athletics or running, then it is strength -1.
But you have running, so he has athletics. I thought he had running specifically. Or maybe.
So we got it running. I got one hit.
One hit.
See, that's why you didn't try and jump across a freaking alleyway to another building.
It would have been an extra dice though.
2 hits. 1 for each leg.
Alright, how many are you up to?
it's 2 hits.
2 hits. Alright. You are kind of leaving him behind a little bit, but you're hearing the sirens get closer.
Yeah.
To make it a little bit shorter, you guys do manage to get out before the cops show up. You guys are kind of leaving behind Monopoly Row as you see a bunch of black motorcycles pull up to building number 1 that you guys have been in, and a couple of guys get out, guns drawn, and they start storming into the building.
I told you guys. We're doing illegal things.
Get it out, you know.
So you guys are.
That was simple enough.
You guys are at the entry corner of Monopoly Row, and that's where we'll pick up next week.
Oh, dang.
Right. Okay.
Oh boy.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Next week seems like it's gonna be the last Shadowrun session.
For now.
Potentially.
You guys found a big clue, so
Oh boy.
So either we succeed or we die, or you know, it's gonna get interesting next week for sure. Sorry for all the technical difficulties.
If you want to watch part 1 of this stream,
God
it's
damn.
in the list.
Yeah,
About 45 minutes long.
the one that doesn't say re.
It's just norm.
what?
It's
Yeah,
it's-
look at the title.
Nice.
Um, But yeah, thanks so much for joining us. Even though it was all the technical difficulties, it was still fun.
Thanks, guys.
Especially the spontaneous karaoke.
I hope that was you know,
Maybe we should just have a
enjoyable
karaoke night.
It does better.
Don't
apparently.
tempt me, photo.
and not- Karibu karaoke.
It could actually get better or something.
Karaoke. Karaoke.
Yeah, something like that.
Karaoke. Karaoke.
Drum. Rio.
Karaoke.
Good night, everyone. Bye. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
What'd you call me?